Good evening to everybody. Welcome to the TS Lasser 2021. And here I am Professor Muhammad Sahib Hussain and the Faculty of Law, Kampala International University, Kansangai, Uganda, East Africa. Yes, now I am in India. That's why I'm giving the online classes to you. And it is a voluntary classes. As I said, my logo is Anni Danamula Kanna Vidyandaram Minna. That I believe in it. That's why I make. So now let me see that what I posted on the screen. Can anyone unmute and read so that I could know that you are with me and I am with you and both are traveling in the same boat. Yes, anyone? Participants,
Yeah,
anyone?
sir. Good evening, sir.
Very, very good evening. Read what I posted on the screen.
Simple living and high thinking.
Yes, simple living and
High thinking.
what is this symbol stand for? This sign stands for here, which I am showing there.
And sir.
That is equivalent is and. What is exactly the Latin terminology for that?
Okay.
Yes.
Ampersand.
Very good. I appreciate the way that you did it. It is ampersand. Because somebody is calling, but I am on the online. That's why I don't speak with them. Okay. Now let us see. There is ampersand. AMPERSAND ampersand. And here that I would like to show you the another thing. Yes, anyone can unmute and read. Yes. Unmute and read. Read what I posted on the screen. Anyone?
There is only one good evening. Difference between dream and aim. Dream requires effortless sleep, and aim requires sleepless efforts. Sleep for dreams and wake up for aim. Good evening, Swami Vivekananda.
Yes, this is also similarly high thinking and simple living, and where you can dream. No doubt, nobody will find you if you dream it well. And when you dream comes means you have to effortlessly you have to sleep it. But when you want to require the aim, then you have to make it the sleepless efforts. That means work is more to determine yourself to reach to a particular point. That is the reason that we will say it. Perspiration is 99% and inspiration is only 1%. Means your efforts are full, then you can reach to your aim. That's the reason that is the difference between your sleep and aim. This I would like to make it out. Then what I left over there in yesterday class is this thing aptitude for the law, and this is the thing 126 because 125 we already dealt what is in undo. If you read between the lines, that we can know that it is a amount to defamation, but if you could glaringly see it, it cannot be a defamation. Then what example I have given yesterday class? Anyone can give the answer to me. In Inando, I have given one example, like I will give the hint, Raju. Yes, now you tell me. Anyone? If you don't know, please say pass on. I will give the answer. Durga Prasad, Punapuri, that you are speaking. You want to speak?
Awesome.
Very good. I appreciate it. Yesterday that I made the one example. Raju Gari Modati Bharya Pativrata. If you see on the face of it, it is not amount to defamation. But if you read between the lines, it is a defamation. And another example also I have given you yesterday. ఈ మధ్యలో రాజు గారు నేమ్ కృష్ణ స్మార్ట్ ఫోన్ దొంగిలించడం లేదు. ఇన్ దీస్ డేస్ కృష్ణ is not stealing the smartphone. In these days Krishna is not stealing the smartphone. If you see, the apparently he is not stealing, but if you see, read between the lines, he used to steal earlier, but now he stopped stealing. Is it correct? Say yes or no. Anyone? Say yes or no. Is it correct? Did you get my point? Say yes or no. Sharad Babu Garu, at least you tell me so that I could go further. Otherwise, my tongue is tied, my legs are fettered.
What, sir?
Did you understand that what example which I have given is the two examples I have given for the defamation?
Yes,
Then I ask
sir.
the participants
Yes,
is dumb.
mediation, arbitration, conciliation, and annulment are
No. I'm not asking for the what is there on the screen. So you did not hear me properly. Okay, let us come to the point now. Yes,
yes,
126.
రాజు గారి మొదటి భార్య పతివత అంటే మిగతా వాళ్ళు కాదనిగా.
That is the second example which I have given is in these days Krishna is not stealing the smartphone.
అంటే ఇంతకుముందు స్టీల్ చేసేవాడు.
That is that I want to get the answer from the participants whether did they get it or not. That's why I ask him whether you understood me or not, yes or no, and they are very silent. I don't know whether to say yes, other to say no. So, did you understand it? That is my point. Okay, let us come to our point as 126 is the match correct of meaning of the list A to list B. That is the legal terms which I made it. Number 1, mediation. Number 2, arbitration. Number 3, conciliation. Number 4, annulment in the one side of the Roman small one. And the small letters of the alphabet where the meaning is A, it is a private process where the disrupting parties agree that one or several individuals can make a decision about the dispute after receiving evidence and hearing arguments. And B, it is the process of resolving the issues between the parties where the third party assists them in resolving the dispute. The C is, it is the legal process for a declaration of the marriage null and void. It can only be, it can only be stated null and void if there are certain legal requirements were not met at the time of the marriage, and then it is considered to have been never existed. And the last one is D is, the last option D is, it is a method in which an expert is appointed to settle. Yes, now I would like to only the participant, not to the Sharad Babu. Yes, now come to the point. See, here are 1, 2, 3, 4, D, and here I have given the answers. Meanwhile, I believe that you understood what I read it and what I shown on the screen. Yes, anyone? Unmute and give me the answer, which is the 1 is correct, 2 is the correct, 3 is the correct. Here Arabic numerals which I have shown. I am sure that you are, it is audible to you. Not, sorry, it is visible to you. Audible means you can hear it. Visible means you can see it. Yes, I could see that it is visible to you. Yes. Answer is, సార్ మాకు తెలియదు సార్, ఎందుకంటే బాగా కష్టం ఉన్నది సార్, ఎందుకంటే ఇది పెద్ద లైన్లు ఒక లైన్ లేదు కాదు సార్, ఇది పెద్ద పెద్ద లైన్లు ఉన్నాయి కాదు సార్, లైన్ ఉన్నా కూడా మీకు చూపెట్టాను కదండి. కనీసం ఇఫ్ యూ కుడ్ జస్ట్ రీడ్ ఇట్ అగైన్, లాజిక్ యూ కెన్ యూజ్ ఇట్, యూ కెన్ నో దట్ ఇట్ ఇస్ ద మీడియేషన్ అండ్ it is the arbitration, this is the conciliation, this is annulment.
3 is the correct answer.
Yeah, actually 3 is the correct answer. Sharad Babu has given the right answer over there. It is the mediation that 1B, that is, so mediation 1B means it is the process of resolving the issue between the parties where the third party assists them in resolving the dispute, because in mediation the third party should be there. When you say the arbitration,
That is mediator.
yes, that mediator, that third party is a mediator, like umpire, UMPIRE, umpire. Then the 2A
Option
is
3
here.
and option 4 both are same.
Yes, sir.
Option 3 and option 4 are both are same. Same answer, same.
Is it? Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, both are the same. Either 3 or 4. Yes, it is a mistake that I did it. Okay, no matter. It is both are the same. Yeah, we can say both are the same. Yeah, let me change it one so that it will be make it difference. Yeah.
The participants or the candidates must know one thing, sir.
Yes.
Always in the answer there will be clues available. They have to search for them.
Yes.
For
Yes.
example,
Yes.
annulment is there.
Yes.
There is a clue that is null and void.
Yes. Yes.
Marriage becomes null and void.
That is annulment.
So
Yes.
such clues are there. Mediator.
Yes.
Mediator is the third party. With such clues, we can try to attempt for the answer.
Yes. Now you can enlighten it. Yeah, because that is the way we can remember the things. That is called mnemonics. MEMNEMONIC. Yes, mnemonics means the way we can make an equation to search it and find it. This answer is this. This question answer is this. Like our Sharad Babu has made it very much clear that Mediator means a third person. So, or umpire. So now when such a thing would be there, and here mediation means the process of resolving the issue between the parties where a third party is the mediator. So that is the clue, that is the mnemonics, that is the equation we can remember it. Now next you come to the arbitration is concerned. Yes, please.
Sir, when two answers are available, then we can easily find out which answer is the correct one.
No. Of course, now I changed it because the two are the same. Now I changed it. Okay, 2D I made it. And 1 is a 3 is the right answer because I changed it. Okay, now I'll come to the 2A. Now 2A we will search it. What is the 2A? So it is arbitration. Then it is a private process where the disputing parties agree that one or several individuals can make a decision about the dispute after the receiving the evidence and hearing the argument. So in arbitration, two parties to agree together, and is a private process, that is where disputing parties agree, means both are agree together that one or several individuals can make a decision about the dispute after receiving evidence and hearing the argument. So that is an arbitration. When you say the conciliation, that is 3D. If the 3D is the conciliation, yes. Do you want to say anything?
Two matchings correctly, then it will be very easy for us to search for the answer. What I mean to say is that when we can match one or two or three like that, then automatically the correct
That is
answer
called the
will be
deduction method. That is called the deduction method. When the two deducted, then the two will be left over there. Then one you can make it out, then the remaining is the right answer for that remaining part of it. So now we to make it out. Annulment, we made it out. The annulment means that is the fourth C. That is means null and void annulment. We deducted it. And the first one, mediator, we deducted it. Mediator means a third person, two are gone. Then the conciliation and arbitration only the point. In the arbitrator, it is a private arrangement. We have to make it out. So naturally, that is also has gone. That is A answer. And then the conciliation is left over there. Then the conciliation is the third one is the D. It is a method with an expert appointed to settle the dispute between the party. In conciliation, naturally, the person who will be a conciliator should be an expert. See, that is the thing we should have to keep it in mind. In conciliation, that a person should have the expertness. Sorry, is it expertness? Yeah. Yeah, annulment, we can say.
expertise.
Yes. Expertise is needed over there in the conciliation. So now you got an idea that for conciliation, expert is there. For mediation, mediator would be there, third person. For arbitration, it is a private process. They have to make it out and dispute. Regarding the annulment, completely removing it, completely making the null and void. So that is the way that we can remember the things to make the match it. If we don't know exactly the meaning of the arbitration, conciliation, annulment. But before you are going for the examinations, you have to be clear that legal terminology is there. What is there? Tell. What is there?
Legal
terminology.
Where it is there? See, I will show you. Syllabus for the mental ability, not. This is because our is dealing the syllabus for the aptitude for the study of law. I think that you could see it. Is it visible to you? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Very clearly, or like ants.
No, clearly, sir.
I appreciate. That means your smartphone or your laptop is very good, or your iPad is very good. T.S. Lasser 2021 syllabus for the aptitude for the study of law. So, in the left hand side, it is clearly mentioned Indian Constitution. We are dealing with the Constitution matters, and like the family law. In the family law, we are made it that what is the marriage age and whether is the what is the so and so forth in family law. Indian Contract Act also we did offer and acceptance. In the other classes, in the further classes, we can make it out. But Tanganyika state laws are there. Of course, we can just we can try one or two questions in that one. But the legal maxims are there yesterday, which I discussed. Can you remember at least one maxim which I uttered yesterday, which I pronounced yesterday? Sir, English చెప్పడమే కష్టమైతే ఇంకా మీరు లాటిన్ గుర్తుకుంటాయా సార్ మాకు? Sharad Babu, can you make it out at least one legal maxim? Yes, I believe that you are hearing me. Actio personalis maritam ka persona. A personal action dies with the person. So such a legal maxim, caveat emptor, let the buyer be a rough. So consensus addendum means the identity of the mind. So legal fundamental terms and with the right hand side and Indian penal some of the
Hammond
provisions are there,
signed.
and there's a important landmark and Supreme Court there, legal fundamentals and terms. So we have to see the
Personal
legal
property.
terms over here. Legal fundamentals and terms. So some of the terms we should have to remember. What terms? Is it a vegetable terms? Terminology? No, it is a legal terminology. Is a legal terms. So
UB just UB remedium.
yes, UB just UB remedium. Yeah, there is your this is the demnum sine injuria, injuria sine demnum. These are the certain maxims are there where we can make it out. But you need not worry, because if you lose only one also 1 or 2 marks, it doesn't make any difference to you, because out of 120 the qualifying marks is 40. But you are not thinking about the qualifying marks. You are thinking about the distinction. So here the legal fundamentals and terms means you are supposed to read the terms of the legal terms. That is a very important factor. So in the Indian Penal Code also we deal to some of the questions like bigamy, rape, murder, attempt to murder, so like provocation. So these are the terminal assault or battery. These are the terms that we used it and we are using it. And defamation, of course, defamation is also a legal terminology which is come from the tort law of torts. Like we dealt yesterday that I believe that somebody have given the right answer for me. What is tort? Repeat. What is tort? Yesterday somebody has given.
It is a civil wrong.
Yes, yesterday that one of the participant has given it is a civil wrong and they have given over there. So now let us come back to our point of study, that is the legal terminology that one should have to take. So here the feedback I already given it and we are already discussed it and we are given the mnemonics. I will tell you what is the mnemonics here. I will show you the way that will be written also, because it is a technique of mnemonics. Yes, this is the right name, mnemonics. I will enlarge it so that you could see it. Then I will make it a bold. Yes, now you read what is the spelling of it, participants.
Mnemonics.
Yes, spelling.
Mnemonics.
Yes, that is means it is a method, it is an equation, it is a mechanism to remember the thing. Like suppose the flag is there, our Indian national flag. How could you know whether the green is bottom or green will be the up? What is the Bandagurtu? What is the mnemonics that you could remember it? What is the landmark you can remember it? Anyone? Hurry, hurry. If you know it, you tell me. If you don't know it, you can pass on. You say the pass on. Yes?
Person.
Green is for farmers.
Okay. See, green కింద ఉంటుందా లేకుంటే మీద ఉంటుందా డౌట్. Then how could you determine it? The simple mnemonics is green is always a grass. Grass always is a down. Green grass. Grass is always to the land. So if you could remember that thing, green, that is the number one. Number two, Sarath Babu, could you make it out? What is the number two method where you can make the mnemonics? I told in the class also. Sir, we could not remember it,
I
sir.
don't remember, sir. I don't remember.
See, if you go in alphabetical order, the colors. Tell me. Green, white, orange. Is it or not? Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Why you are not saying yes? So if you go in a descending order, is it ascending order or descending order? From the lower to bottom, lower to up,
That is ascending order.
ascending order. If you go in ascending order, we can also remember this is another way. But what I want to say is how to remember. You develop your own mechanism. Like I will give one example for you. Stationary.
It is by association also. By associating familiar things with unfamiliar things, we can remember.
Yes, you can develop. There is no hard and fast rule. Like I'm writing here stationary. This is one spelling, and here I writing. Now you tell me which is pen and pencil sharp, which is stagnant water or standstill things. How do you remember it? Sir, in ERY is correct? Why? You are not saying stationary. Why? I missed it. Sir, E should be there or A should be there. Suppose if you want to say, we are going to buy the stationery in the shop. So which spelling we have to write it?
Stationary.
Say. Please, if you don't know, you tell me. I will give the answer.
Pass.
Yes, very good. I will appreciate for your boldness. See, when you are going to buy in the shop, pen, pencil, rubber, and so so forth. So
That is the
remember
terminology.
P and pen. Remember pencil, P and pencil. If you remember the pen and pencil, that is the shop where E should be there, that is the stationery. And if you deduct it, then the lower one stationary means stagnant, stand still. A bus collided with the stationary lorry means a lorry which was stand still over there, the bus collided with it. So we have to develop the mnemonics value to remember the things. Did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Very good. You develop any method of your choice. I don't say this method is correct. So that is called mnemonics. You can develop your own method and remember the things. That is called the mnemonics, which I generally deal in the classes. Okay, then let me go to the my original thing is concerned. Yes, yeah. So now defamation means already yesterday we discussed a little about the defamation. Anyone? Number one, defamation is not an injury to the reputation of a person. Number two, defamation and an injury to a height of a person. Number three, defamation and the injury to reputation of a person. Number four, defamation is an injury to reputation of a movable property. If you just use your logic, you could know what is the right answer, even though you don't know what is defamation. Lowering the person's status is called defamation. Insulting, humiliating it, and making the contempt, and people will try to avoid him because of such a nature. That is called a defamation. In Telugu, what do you say? Paravu nashtamu. Defamation case, Paravu nashtamu dava. Yes, now you tell me, after 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the right answer? Do you take that much time? Your voice is breaking.
Option 3, sir.
Option 3 is the right answer. What is the right answer? Option 3 is the right answer for that regard. That is about the defamation. Is it clear? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So well and good. I appreciate it. Yeah, next. Yeah, somebody has rang now. Yeah, so next we will go to the next point. Yes, quickly we can say defamation is customarily classified into number one, slander, two, libel, three, slang, and four, both one and two. Which one is the correct answer? Harak, quick. Yes. Why you are taking that much time to read? Yes. Sir, mark the yes, sir. Pass on Andy. I will give the answer.
Pass on.
Defamation అంటే
Both,
ఏంటిదంటే lowering the person's status.
both
That is
1
called a
and 2.
defamation. When you say the defamation means lowering the person's either orally or in the written form. Either orally or in the written form. That is called a defamation. So
Sir,
now
for oral,
oral is
for
called
oral,
slander. Oral is called slander and the written form is called libel. So here slander and libel both are there. Means the right answer is
Both one and two, sir.
Both 1 and 2
Option
means
four.
option is?
Four.
Yes, that is the same thing which I made over here. In a defamation is an injury to the reputation of a person. A defamation is customarily classified into the libel and slander. Broad distinction between the two is that a libel is addressed to the eye, means you can see it. Addressed to the eye means you can printed form. And while the slander to the ear means we can hear. And slander is the publication of the defamatory statement in a transit form. Suppose in the municipality, of course, now the Bhagirathi is there, so water is in everywhere because of the Patakam, because of the scheme. If not, there would be a municipal water, only one tap would be there, where the people will quarrel for the people will quarrel for the, tell me, why they quarrel?
Water.
Water. I want to see whether you are following me or not. When they are quarreling for the water, each one use obscene language or filthy language or unparliamentary language to each other. Whether it is a defamation? Answer is yes. Because if more than two are heard, third person is heard, then it is a defamation. That is, you can say publication. Even a oral also a publication. Suppose if you said a employee or any other person, a woman, you are a prostitute, and that was heard by the many other people who are surrounding you, and that is a false statement, then she can file a case against you in the form of a slander. Okay, let us come to the point of 129. Remember that dash as an absolute defense to libel and slander. Either it is a libel to the slander. Libel to the eye means printing form. Slander to the ear means oral form. Yes, now you tell me libel which form? Not Sharad Babu. Libel which form? Participant. Libel which form? If you don't know, say pass on, I will give the answer. Libel is a written form. Libel is a written form which could see through the eye. Slander is a oral form which could be heard by our ears. So now you will tell me effigy or effigy, gestures, false, truth, and which is an absolute defense in libel and slander.
Truth.
Automatically, it is a truth is the absolute defense for that one. Now you tell me, what did you understand by effigy? No, Sharad Babu. Other people should have to give the answer. Anybody, if you don't know, please say pass on. Don't waste the time.
Pass on.
Yes, effigy means దిష్టి బొమ్మను తలిగేస్తారు చూసారా మీరు? ఇది మన మున్సిపల్ కౌన్సిలర్ గాని ఆర్ ద మినిస్టర్ గాని ఆర్ ఎనీ అదర్ పర్సన్ విత్ ఎ పబ్లిక్ సర్వెంట్ and will burnt his effigy in the corner, in the red corner or the four corners of the public road or street. That is called effigy. దిష్టి బొమ్మ అంటారు చూడండి. అది కాదు, ఆ బొమ్మ కాదు, ఏది పొలాల్లో పెట్టేది. పొలాలు పెట్టేదాన్ని ఏమనాలండి? తెలుసు అని చెప్పండి సార్, పాస్ అనండి, నేనే చెప్పేస్తా. ఎస్, శరత్ బాబు, యూ టెల్ మీ వాట్ యూ కాల్? ఎస్,
What? Truth is the answer.
that means you are not alert enough to hearing a lecture. దిష్టి బొమ్మని in the fields లో పెడతారు చూడండి, కాకులు రాకుండా.
FG.
నో, ఎఫిగి అంటే అది తలగబెట్టేదాన్ని ఎఫిగి అంటారు. అది ఇన్ ద ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ ఏ ప్రొటెస్ట్.
No sir, FG burning, that is.
అది డిఫమేషన్ అండి. నేను అనేది అడిగింది ఏంటి, అగ్రికల్చర్ ల్యాండ్ లో కాకులు రాకుండా, దొంగలు రాకుండా దిష్టి బొమ్మ పెడతారు ఒకటి. అది అడిగేది నేను. ఎందుకంటే యు ఆర్ మై స్టూడెంట్ అండ్ యు నో ఎవ్రీథింగ్. దట్స్ వై ఐ ఆస్క్డ్ యు. ఓకే, లెట్ us come. స్కేర్ క్రో అంటారు దాన్ని. ఏమంటారు? SCRE స్కేర్ హైఫన్ CROW క్రో. సేర్ క్రో అంటే భయపెట్టేదాన్ని పెట్టేది ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, నౌ లెట్ us come to the 130. Takes and fails to return your property, sells your property, substantially changes your property, like cutting down the trees to use the woods in construction, and such offense is known as or called as transfer of property, sale of property, conversion or theft. You read it carefully. Takes and fails to return your property. వాడు తీసుకుంటాడు రిటర్న్ చేయడు. నెంబర్ 1. సెల్స్ యువర్ ప్రాపర్టీ, అమ్మేస్తాడు ప్రాపర్టీ. సబ్స్టాన్షియల్లీ చేంజెస్ యువర్ ప్రాపర్టీ, నీ ప్రాపర్టీని తీసుకుంటాడు. ఏంది, ఫైర్ వుడ్ తీసుకున్నారు అనుకోండి, ఆ ఫైర్ వుడ్ యూ యూజ్ ఇట్ ఫర్ కుకింగ్ యువర్ ఫుడ్, దెన్ యూ చేంజ్ ద ఫ్రమ్ ఫైర్ వుడ్ టు ద చార్కోల్. ఆర్ కటింగ్ డౌన్ యువర్ ట్రీస్ or falling down your trees to use wood in construction with the permission or without the permission, and such offense is known as or called as transfer of property. అది అననే అన్నారు, ఎందుకంటే ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాపర్టీ is a legalized one. Okay, sale of property, in the sale there should be a consideration, మనీ లేనే లేదు ఇక్కడ. దెన్ కన్వర్షన్ అన్న థెఫ్ట్, ఈ రెండిట్లో ఒకటే కావాలా. బట్ థెఫ్ట్ ఎప్పుడైతుంది, వితౌట్ ద నాలెడ్జ్ ఆఫ్ సంబడి ఎల్స్ థెఫ్ట్ అవుతుంది. బట్ హియర్ ద రైట్ అప్రాప్రియేట్ ఆన్సర్ ఈజ్ కన్వర్షన్. That's why you have to use the deduction method and to read. Why I told you, you have to read the legal terminology. Assault, battery, rape, sodomy, incest, and dacoity. Even you can see the insane, sane, and minor, theft, extortion, robbery. So these are the terms that you have to see it, because we can fetch the marks and it also, because the legal terminology
Yes, sir.
also will be asked. Yes. If anybody wants to contribute anything, you can contribute.
అడుగుతాడు పోదా.
Yes, I could hear your Sharad Babu. I could hear your private song dialogue. So mute it when you speak over there. Like, let's come to the 131. Can anybody will unmute and read what is 131?
Principal.
Can anyone unmute and read what is 131?
What is meant by the term actionable per se?
Yes, that is the word. Then what is meant by the term actionable per se? The number 1, actionable only in the civil courts. Number 2, a tort of strict liability. Number 3, actionable without proof of damage. Number 4, actionable at the scene of the injured party only. If you read the legal terminology, you can easily make it out what is the right answer. Yes, at least you use your logic. Actionable means taking action per se to itself. If you did some an act, yes, you can be
Actionable without proof of damage.
so that is the actionable without proof of damage is the right answer for that actionable per se. Means you can take the action, we need not to make the proof of damage. Itla how it can be, then we can say, suppose something fell down on your head when you are going through the passage, but that fell down from your house. So by accidentally, intentionally, or voluntarily, involuntarily fell down and hit you, actionable per se, that is. Act itself speaks. So in that way, we need not to give that, ask for the proof. So that is called actionable per se. That is the meaning is actionable without the proof of damage. Yes. 132. What gas? Yes, if you know it, you can just unmute and give me. Except my student. Yes. What gas is leaked in Bhopal gas tragedy case? Number 1, methane. Number 2, ethane. Number 3, methyl isocyanate. Number 4, cyanide. Only participants. If you know it, you can give the answer. If you don't know it, you can say pass on.
Methane. Sir.
Wrong answer. Hindu Priya. Next.
Option 3, sir.
It is a methyl isocyanate. You say MIC. M-I-C. MIC.
Yes.
MIC. MIC means methyl isocyanate.
Sometimes MIC is also given.
Pardon?
Sometimes MIC is given.
That is the reason I say MIC. MIC. In the feedback also I have given very much clearly. On the night of the December 2, 1984, chemical methyl isocyanate within parentheses MIC MIC, that is methyl isocyanate, whose acronym is MIC MIC, and spilled out from the Union Carbide India Limited UCIL, that is the factory, and pesticide is manufacturing, and turned in the city of the Bhopal into a colossal gas chamber. It was India's first major industrial disaster. So that is MIC MIC is a Bhopal gas tragedy. In the Bhopal it is written, and the parties are is the Union Carbide of India and the two parties, of course, they made the file a case in different places. And what is the name of the case law? It is the case law name is now the Union of India versus Union Carbide India Limited. That is the case law would be there. Okay, now let us come to the 133. Joseph Shine versus Union of India deals about what? Number 1, offense of theft. Number 2, offense of adultery. Number 3, offense of child pornography. Number 4, transgender rights. It is the Kerala case. It is a famous case which deals about the offense of adultery. Now the adultery is not criminalized over there by this case law. Joseph Shine versus Union of India deals about the offense of the adultery. Yes, now let us come to the point of the 134. The Apex Code deals about the basic structure in which case law. Number 1, Asha Ranjan versus State of Bihar. Number 2, Keshananda Bharati case. Number 3, Indira Gandhi versus Rajnarana. Number 4, all of the above. Participants.
I think it is Keshavanand Bharati case.
In all cases, it deals about the basic structure. But the famous case law, they made it very much clear that we can change everything, but the basic structure should not be changed over there. That is the Keshananda Bharati case law. But in the Asha Ranjan versus State of Bihar also, they discussed the basic structure. And Indira Gandhi versus Rajnarana also, they studied the basic structure. And Keshavananda Bharati is the land remarkable case law where it says clearly that you cannot amend all the sections of the articles of the constitution. The reason is like a basic structure should not be amended. Even the judicial review also comes under the basic structure. That is clearly mentioned. Yeah, who was the Keshananda Bharati? Yes, he was a politician. He was the chief.
He was the chief of the Egnir Mutt.
He is a priest. He is a priest. He is a chief of the Ednir Mutt. And the feedback which I have given over is the Keshananda Bharati, head of the Ednir Mutt in Kasargad, whose petition led to the landmark of the 1973 Supreme Court judgment on the basic structure of the Constitution and rights related to the religion, equality and property, died on Sunday, September 2020. Nani Palkiwala appeared for the Bharati before the 13 members bench, headed then the Chief Justice of India, S.M. Sikri. The arguments lasted for 68 days. The argument lasted for 68 days. The final 7:6 verdict was delivered in 1973. What is this 7:6? Anyone? 7:6. That is,
It is the division in the bench.
and not the more clarification.
Majority and
Seven.
minority.
7 judges are this side and 6 judges are that side.
Use the legal terminology.
That is the full bench verdict.
Legal terminology, use it. Just say pass and I will give you the answer.
Okay, pass. Pass on.
7 is assenting judgment, 6 is dissenting judgment. Repeat.
Assenting judgment, dissenting judgment.
7 is assenting judgment, 6 is dissenting
Yes.
judgment.
7 is for assent and 6 is for dissent.
Then which will prevail?
Sir,
Which will prevail?
7, the assenting judgment will prevail.
Maximum will be prevailed. Here maximum is 7. Then 7 will be prevailed. Means it is in the favor of this 7. Okay, that is the answer. Okay, next come to the 136. Sabarimala temple entry landmark case law. Yes, please.
Idnar Mutt means
Repeat.
Idnar Mutt means
This is మఠం అంటారు తెలుసా, శైవ వైష్ణవులు వైష్ణవేశ్వరులు అంటారు చూడండి,
yes sir.
ఇదే అది ఒక మఠం అన్నట్టు. ఇప్పుడు శంకర మరి what is it? శంకర పీఠం. What is పీఠం?
Peetham, Matam, they are same.
But what about the Paramahamsa? Ramakrishna Paramahamsa?
That is mission.
That is a mission. Meetamu, Pashamu. It is a type of the religious sect, religious things.
Service organization.
Yeah.
Service
Now
organization.
your Padmanabha temple is there. In the temple, whatever the property of the temple would be there, it will not be touched by the government. It is only the priest, those who are holders of that total money.
It is a trust.
It is a trust. But I don't know why the Venkateshwara temple board, they said the government is having the share on it, and most of the amount will be taken by the government, or that it is having the trust. The board is there. TDPA, TPD. Tirumala Devasthanam Trust,
That
TDT.
is an autonomous one, but controlled by government. I think.
Why the control by government would be there? Because the government uses the money, they don't use for the development
Act will be
purposes.
controlling. TTD Act will be controlling.
Yeah, but I wish that because if they run the schools, colleges, and many other good charitable trusts, because I had been to the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, I saw a wonderful service would be given over there for all the worshippers, disciples, those who are reaching over there. Okay, let us come to the point of the Sabarimala Temple Entry Landmark Case Law. Name, title of the case law. What is the Sabarimala Case Law? Where they say the woman which is in the periods and they will not be allowed to go to the Sabarimala. That is the landmark judgment is there. One is the Indian Bar Lawyers Association versus State of Kerala, and the Indian Young Lawyers Club versus State of Kerala, Indian Young Lawyers Association versus State of Kerala, and Kerala Young Lawyers Association versus State of Kerala. And which is the right answer? Sir,
That I
we
think
don't.
3 is the correct answer. Indian Young Lawyers Association versus.
It is the 3 is the right answer. It is the Indian Young Lawyers Association versus State of Kerala. Yes, now Sharad Babu, give the details of that case.
Entry of women below certain age, female persons cannot be allowed because they will be having
Menstruation.
some menstruation. They will be having some
Unhygienic.
problem with sexual matters. That is pertaining to their gender.
Yes,
So
yes.
generally, these Indian temples, especially Ayyappa Swami temple, is treated as very pious. That's why the devotees won't permit, but the judgment was in favor of women entering, irrespective of age, entering the.
But they again, the revision bench, they will again file a case, but still it is the Supreme Court. Okay, let us go to the next point. 137 is concerned. National Legal Service Authority versus Union of India deals mainly about what? The case law. Is the male gender, female gender, third gender, all of the above.
Obviously, it is all of the above.
It is all of the above. No, it is particularly it is a third gender. Particularly. Because here I have given the feedback. That the National Legal Service Authority of the Union of India is the landmark decision by the Supreme Court of India which declared the transgender people the third gender. Specifically they say. Of course, it can cover it, but specifically you can say third gender. But overall you can say for all of the above. But here when I say specifically, you have to write the third gender. Of course, in sometimes no, even examiner will give for the all of the above also. But in the judgment they have given specifically the third gender. Okay, now the only 4 minutes are left over there. The case was against the government allowing the 10% reservation for the economically backward categories of the upper caste in various government jobs, separate reservation for the OBC. What is OBC? Other backward classes in the central government jobs, but with the exclusion of the creamy layer. The judgment also stated that the reservation in appointments under the Article 16 Clause 4 of the Constitution would not be applicable to the promotion was decided in the case of, it is a very famous case law regarding the reservation. So, state of Andhra Pradesh and other versus USV Balram, Indra Sahani, another versus Union of India, another, and T. Devadasan versus Union of India, and Chitra Ghosh, another versus Union of
Second,
India. The second one is the
second
right
one, Indra
answer. Indra Sahani and others versus Union of India and others are the right answer for that one. Let's come to the 138. Love Jihad. Hadia Kesla. Love Jihad. Hadia Kesla. Title. What is the Hadia Kesla title? Sharfin Jahan versus Ashokan KM. Akhila Ashokan versus State of Kerala. Hadia versus Ashokan KM. Or Shafiat Jahan versus Union of India.
I think it is third one,
Fourth.
Hadia versus Ashokan.
I want to make confusion. That's why I used particular because there is a Hadia case. Generally, people take it the Hadia versus Ashokan KM. But Ashokan KM is the father of Hadia. But Hadia actual name is earlier name is when she was a Christian and her name is Akhila Ashokan. But later she transformed. I mean, they converted over there. Then her name is Hadia. So the case law, the Hadia's husband is Shafiud Jahan. Then the father has filed a case against the son-in-law. That is the case law name is Shafiq Jahan versus Ashokan KM. That is the right answer. Let us see the feedback. Hadia's case means Shafiq Jahan versus Ashokan KM was a 2017-18 Indian Supreme Court case. They affirmed the validity of the marriage of Hadia, formerly Akhila Ashokan, and the Shafiq Jahan. Both of them get married over there after changing their religion, which was challenged by the Hadia's family. Media outlets have described under the dispute and an allegation of love jihad. Hadia is a 26 years old student and her father Ashokan KM. So this is the Hadia case and 139 is there, but the time is going to be up. Then what we do? If you want to ask any questions, you can ask now. Then we will go for the yes. Any questions from any persons, you can please ask me. If you feel any problem, then you can ask me. And అడగండి అమ్మాయినా అడగండి అమ్మాయినా fill up the blank with the suitable words. A, so and so. B, so and so. But you know it very much better. What is
Will
the
not
actual
feed.
words?
Will not feed.
It not feed over there. That is the point. Without crying, even the mother will not give the feeding to the baby. If the baby cries over there, then we knows that okay, this fellow needs the breastfeeding. That is called suckling. Yes, now thanks you and thanks you where it is pasted.
Thank you.
Can you
Thank you
tell
very
me?
much. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, can you tell me where it is pasted? This thank you.
Sand.
Is it sand? Could it be sand? It will be there because there is a pins also there. That is a notice board colored pins which will tag it. That means it's a cardboard. Behind is it's the cardboard where the pins are there for hanging. They pin it with the thanks you. THAN and you. Thank you.